Well, hello YouTube, and welcome back to Retired for Life. Well, today's the day. Our first 10-foot log is going to go up on the sawmill. We're going to push everything we got to the limit to make this work. So let's see how it goes. Okay, folks, we are ready for our first 10-footer. And we've got two of our upgrades here in place. We've got these lovely log stops that I have marked in inches on them. Just to make it easier and quicker to figure out where I am with them, so I'm not always getting the measuring tape. And I have my Wood Miser cant hook. Now, it is all steel and long and really, really strong. So that should do the trick nicely for these big logs. Now, I have a total travel length on this of 10 foot 6 inches, and that's it. So that's going from stop to stop. Now that means I need to be pretty close to the power head with my log when I first put it up there. We'll have to figure out just how I'm going to adjust that. And we are starting with a beast. Yeah, this is 19 inches on the big end and about 16 inches on the small end here. So it does have a pretty good taper in it. But this is a really nice, clean log. So what I'm targeting for to go into the tent for my 10 foot is 6-inch by 1-inch boards. Now they will be used for flooring, and they will also be used for siding too. And then I need 10-foot long 2x6s. Now the 2x6s will be the floor joists, will be the roof joists, and that type of thing for the new building going up down on the trail. So we need lots of them. I haven't figured out exactly how many I need of each to do this job, but we've got a good number of 10-foot logs. So we should very easily get to what it is I need. So I am going to be using the best of this bunch, the clearest, for the 1-inch boards, of course. And then everything else will go into the 2x6s. And I've got a few really nice clear logs in here. Really nice. But boy, they are big. So I have got to do the little game that I did before, which is stacking my logs up on blocks using the wrist action on the grapple to raise it, put another set of blocks underneath, and then lift the front end loader and hopefully get the log high enough to go onto here. Now, as I said at the beginning, we are stressing everything to its limit, so we've got to be really, really careful to see how it goes. All right, we got the log up on its first set of blocks. Let's get it up on the next set and see how high that gets us. All right, that worked. So we'll get some wedges in on this before we back the tractor away. So there is a pretty good taper to this log. Yeah, so I got a 3-inch taper going to it. So I'm going to crank up the one end by 1.5 inches. And then we'll see just how well we can cut this monster. So I am just barely on the bunk at the end here. And I'm hoping that that is going to be enough for me to actually get off of the log and get a board off. We'll see how that goes. Well, I hope you guys have been enjoying today's video, and if you are enjoying it, I'd really appreciate the like, and I'd love to have you subscribe to the channel. And if you've got any suggestions, thoughts, anything like that, I'd love to hear from you. All right, let's get back to work. So because of the diameter of the log, what I had to do was grind in a little notch here that allows me to get my clamp on, because I really don't want to do the first cut of this without the clamp. All right, we've got a little bit of gravel or dirt to clean off of this before we run our first cut. We'll get that done, get the sawmill started up and warmed up, and we'll see how we do. All right, here we go, cut number 1. So this is where these new log stops should really pay off. There we go. All right, let's see what we can do here. So we'll adjust our log stops and set up for our next cut. So one of the things you really got to watch out for is you want to make sure that your log is sitting nice and flat on that first flat surface that you cut. Otherwise, you're not going to end up with a square cant. You want to end up with square boards. Now, the thing that can happen, especially when you're dealing with big logs like this, you can get these strands that come off on the edge of the cuts, and while you're rolling your log over, you could have what happened to me. I got one of these strands underneath on this bunk. So I tested the log and it rocked. So I knew right away that there was something underneath there. So we moved the log back and forth a couple of times and I got that to come out. And now there is no rock. So we're ready to take our next cut. Okay, we're making progress. I'm pretty happy. Well, there we are, folks. We got a good start. We've got that one really big log done. Got lots and lots of lumber out of it, as you can see. All 1x. So I've got a bunch of 1x6s and a bunch of 1x4s. So the 1x4s will be my purlins. I'll use them for window trim as well. And of course, the 1x6s are my floor. And possibly the siding too. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how much I get, because I still need to get 2x6s as well. But that's only the first log, so we got a long way to go. And there was a lot of learning that went on today dealing with those big logs, so I think I've got a little better system now. I'm very pleased with the new cant hook and the new log stops on the mill. They work really well. So everything was a big plus today. We've made some serious progress and really learned how to do these big logs. So that is going to be it for today's video, folks. I hope you found it interesting, or at the very least entertaining. And remember, if you see anything that you would like to comment on, please leave a comment. I would love to hear from you. So as always, thanks very much for watching. Remember to stay safe out there, be good to each other, and we will see you out on the trails the next time. That is a pretty good pile. One log.